Hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Well, by now, unless you've been on a wonderful holiday, sitting on the beach with everything offline, you've heard about Maduro and Venezuela, about Trump coming in and grabbing him in the middle of the night and then parading him around New York City. And a lot of us have realized and recognized, like, did this guy bring a suitcase with him and change his clothing? This is supposed to be him on the ship, and then when he lands in New York, there's the perp walk. There he is, thumbs up. He even says Happy New Year. There he is again. Um, well, a lot of us are scratching our head and going, "What? Like, what's going on?" You give this guy a chance to change clothes. Some people claim that these are AI images. Some people claim like they're body doubles, and like he has this really weird hat on over here. Looks like one of those pussy hats, but in army color. Like, who provided him with these clothes? Um, like, was he allowed to pack a suitcase? And he always has those plastic slippers on. I mean, the guy's a billionaire. That's all he could afford. Um, I want to ask, what is going on? What is really going on? A lot of conspiracy theorists say this is all for show. They had to get him out of there safely. Some people say this is because they didn't want Venezuela to join BRICS with China and Russia. And then it goes from the drugs to the oil. And now you have to even question, were those drug boats that the U.S. was bombing coming out of Venezuela, or was there something else on them? And, we aren't always privy to everything that's exactly going on. There's rumors that he was involved, or he knows the secrets to the so-called stolen election in 2020, and he also has a lot of senators on his pay list, so that for the cocaine running. They keep going on about him and fentanyl, and I don't think he's a big driver of fentanyl, not as much as Mexico and China. I'm not saying there isn't. I think he's more cocaine. What's going on? What's going on? Apparently a deputy minister stepped forward, but then Trump says, no, we're in charge. What's going on? So first off, I want to ask the cards, tell us the truth, the energies around the president of Venezuela, or prime minister, or whatever, Maduro. Apparently he's the dictator. He was not legally elected as the leader. Apparently somebody else was legally elected, and he just refused to give up his seat. A lot of people say he's not the president or the prime minister. He's actually the top dog of a huge drug cartel. And you have to go through him to get to the prime minister. So anyways, let's find out. What's the energies around this guy? Is he, some people say he's not even in the US. Well, I think he has to appear in court today. And I know you can use body doubles. If you don't believe me, go look at those masks. Go on YouTube and research silicone masks. They can make a young blonde lady look like an old black man. And it's crazy how they can do it. They show like how you can look like Biden and how you can look like, Trump, any world leader, Putin. Just Google that. It's crazy. And these are just amateurs putting those on. Imagine what professionals can do. Remember that time Biden came out and he was like 6'7"? Everybody's like, what? Yeah, I don't think that was him. So let's find out. Do they have the real person? Are these just AI? What's the general energy around all of this? And I know some of you don't like, I talk and talk. I'm putting the energy into the cards. I'm telling the cards and and you at the same time, you can always fast forward. You can always fast forward, and you can see when I start laying the cards down, okay? But I'm putting the energy into the cards because this is so convoluted. I want to make sure the cards understand exactly what we're looking for. So we're going to look for tower moments. We're going to look for Seven of Swords. We're going to look for the Seven of Cups, illusion, confusion. We're going to look for the Moon card. We're going to look for the Devil card. We got lots of cards in here that can tell us what's going on. We can see the Six of Swords if he actually has moved away. We can see if the Chariot is here, and that's a military intervention. Shall we begin? Ooh, they're chatty. They're ready to chat. See, you put that energy into them. The Hermit in reverse. Well, he's not doing this alone, that's for sure. Or it could be that he is alone. That, because I believe him and his wife have been arrested, but we haven't seen too much of her. Also, this wasn't very wise. And let's continue to see. Did he want this? Did he ask, get me out of here? That's the wish card. That's the smug card. Or is this where he was being smug and tempting Donald Trump to come and get him? King of Cups. Three of Cups in reverse. This was a plan, guys. I didn't even look at what his birth date is. Let me quickly look. Oh, he's a Sagittarius, November 23rd. I'm going to say this was a plan. This King of Cups is not the United States. I'm telling you that right now. Three of Pentacles in reverse. Plan didn't go according to what he wanted. Page of Pentacles in reverse. We are being sold snake oil. Page of Pentacles upright is somebody who has something that they've learned that they want to sell you. And they're saying, this is what I know, and trying to convince you to buy something, right? Look at this shiny thing. Don't you want this shiny? Look at this. I shined it up just for you. Or this is my knowledge that I have. I'm willing to sell it to you or give it away. As you can see, he's not that attached to the pentacle. When it's in reverse, they're trying to sell you like snake oil, or they're not selling you the truth, or they're selling you, BS on a biscuit. They're trying to scam you. Look at this, 3 and 4, 1, 3, and 4 pentacles. This is definitely, oh, you know who this is? Biden. He's a Scorpio. And this is the end of that relationship. Well, obviously, he's not the president anymore. And the release of some information, or the money didn't come through, the money stopped. So that connection is now broken, and also the money's not coming in. The hush money's not coming in. The control money's not coming in. The plans have not been completed. The Sun, the Magician. These are great cards. This does not look like a prisoner, 8 of Swords. This looks like something has been created. The sun is creation and joy and a birth of a new project, a birth of a new agreement. We've also got some spin doctoring going on here. The magician card quite very well could be AI. It's Mercury, and Mercury is a communication and creation of communication. We very much could be seeing a creative effort. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Unsuccessful. Unsuccessful. Interesting, Nine of Pentacles and the Hermit are both the Virgo cards. So maybe things didn't go exactly as planned. Virgos are love, they're perfection, and they're both in reverse. So maybe things didn't go exactly as planned. Like, I think to myself, why the overexposure? Why all the different outfits? What would be the point of that in some kind of war or spy operation? Generally, the only thing that comes out is propaganda. So is that what we're seeing? Is just full propaganda? Five of Cups in reverse. I'm going to say this has to do with money. Money that didn't come through from this King of Cups. And so something else had to be done. And look at that, the Fool, brand new future. Does it look like people going into jail? Seven of Swords in reverse. Oh, and the Emperor, there's Trump right there. Now, the Seven of Swords upright is sneaking away with something, but it's one person sneaking away. They're stealing. They're not attacking. They're not jumping. We don't have, I'm going to point out right now, we really don't have any military cards here. I don't know what I'm seeing. But so sneaking, stealing, not being able to trust, walking away in the middle of the night, but it's in reverse. So when it's in reverse, what has been stolen from you is returned. And who keeps saying the election was stolen from him? Donald Trump, the 2020 election. For some reason, there's something coming out of Venezuela. Is this some kind of redemption? Nine of Swords in reverse, King of Pentacles in reverse. Well, even though he's a Sagittarius, I'm going to say somebody's just lost a lot of money, a lot of power, a lot of money. All their efforts have been for naught. This is like showing up for retirement and you've put all your stocks in Bitcoin and Bitcoin crashes. So you don't have your retirement, you don't have your money. Everything you've done up to this point has been unsuccessful. Or, housing market crashes and you lose a lot of value, or what was it, Enron? They lost their whole pension plans. This is the King of Pentacles in reverse. So there is something here. One of these kings is going to lose a lot of money. Is this Trump wanting the information about the 2020 election? I don't quite understand the connection there, but apparently there is a connection between Venezuela and the 2020 election, and it would be something that was stolen from you, which Trump always says that 2020 was stolen from him, coming back, and everybody's seeing it in a fresh new light. And, the anxieties. I don't know why Trump's so keen on trying to prove that. Then that would put him in a position that this is his third term, which would also create its own problems. I never understood that. The Hanged Man in reverse. Seven of Pentacles. Nine of Wands and the Six of Wands in reverse, 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, I'm going to say that this is a long game for something else. We are definitely going to hear some kind of information and see things from a different point of view, but somebody is losing a lot of money. A lot, like 10 and the King in reverse. That's millions, if not billions. There's something going on here. This is a long game. This is a long game. We need to look at this a different point of view. This is like you win the battle, but you don't win the war. Do you know what I mean? Like you win, something here has been won with this Nine of Wands. Boundaries have been set, precedents have been set, but it's the Six of Wands in reverse here. So you may have won the battle, but you've lost the war. What's this? Also, Pentacles are earth. This could be something to do with water. I mean, the oil. Because one thing, they don't get the oil like right away. They have to build the infrastructure and everything that has been destroyed. But somehow this is the long game. And somebody's going to lose a lot of money. A lot of money, a lot of legacy. We're actually going to see we might see a big inheritance here right away. King of Swords, there's Trump, there's the politician. I wonder if not Trump, Maduro is going to sign away a lot of money, or like this is huge money, huge, huge, huge. I'm going to tell you again, do you see any military action here? Or do you see some strategic plays? Do you see somebody who did not send the money, the little brown envelope, and then that friendship has been ended? This was something planned. This is a long game. This is for Trump to get something back and reduce anxiety. Is it drugs? Could be. Could be. I don't think that's the main reason. I think this has a lot to do with Trump. There's something here, guys. There's something afoot. We don't have the Chariot, which would be Hegseth, that would be him, the Department of War. We don't have the Knight of Swords, which is the attack. We don't even have the Knight of Wands, which is a quick attack, the middle night in foreign lands. We don't have Six of Wands, or Six of Swords, which is the actual travel, moving. Eight of Wands is my bombing card when we're talking war, or things moving along quickly. What else? It would be military. Just trying to think. There's lots in here. The Three of Swords could be betrayal. That Maduro was betrayed by his security forces. Four of Swords, that he was, put quiet, right? None of that is here. None of it. This is something for the Emperor, which is Trump, to have something returned to him. To have something that was stolen returned to him. To reduce his own anxiety. This is something he has to prove. On the other hand, you know what we don't have is agreements like Three of Cups, Two of Cups, Ace of Cups. So there's something here that I'm wondering if he wanted something from Maduro, like an admission about something, and he didn't get it. So this is like the next step, and it's almost as if, well, if you don't tell us, we're just continue with these charges. If you tell me everything I need or whatever, then you'll be released back to what, or you'll be released and go live on an island somewhere. We have the we have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse as well, which is unsuccessful efforts. Nine and the King are both things that you work for. You put your money away, you build up your assets, and when they're in reverse, you've lost everything. Also, the Ten of Pentacles here, lost a legacy, um, lost all your money. So this is definitely a political play. Some could say the King of Swords is some form of military action because he has a weapon in his hand. He's the only king with a weapon in his hand. But that just could be Trump, because he is a Gemini, directing everything. There's something else afoot here. This was all just planned. This is something to do with Biden. I'm telling you right now, it has something to do with Biden. I don't know if it's the stolen election. I don't know if it's, you know, just like the Epstein Island, there's a list of people who allowed all these boats from Venezuela to come to the United States to get the cocaine going on the ground. Usually for me, drugs are swords, and we don't have that many swords. Alcohol is cups, swords, because drugs more or less attach to the nervous system, versus alcohol is liquid, and also some drugs are injected, right? Like a sword. So I'm wondering if all I'm going to say right now is what we're seeing is not the truth of what's really happening. I don't see any kind of military. I see a man who's going to lose everything. And I see Biden and Trump. This is their war. And unfortunately for Biden, Trump's in a position to move some pieces around the chessboard. And I think that's all it is. There is some spin doctoring going on here. I think there is some AI. Now that could just be for propaganda. First victim of war is the truth. And I know this isn't a war. It was a military operation. Excuse me, see, I'm choked up. The truth is stuck right there. Excuse me. Sorry, excuse me. Excuse me, sorry. I don't edit my videos so nobody can say I cheated. All right. Thank you very much for watching. What do you think? Are you starting to question the whole narrative? Are you starting to question what you are seeing, if it's real or not? Thank you for watching. Take good care. See you online. Bye for now.